News Uncensored. You are now rocking with the best. Make sure that you follow us on social media. Also, share and hit the like button for the best sound in the industry. Go down in the description box and get you a pair of Beats headphones right now. And now for our feature presentation. Listening to the Uncensored True Podcast with your brother Old God and Sam, man. We're going all the way in today, but we need your participation as you're watching right now. Hit that like button, everybody listening, and make sure that you share this video. We really do appreciate this. Look, I want to actually jump into this because we know about the stabbing that happened, I think, in the Bronx last week. Little Junior. It was a sad story, and it was a graphic video that was released. And the backstory to it is, I guess, it was a case, obviously, of mistaken identity when one of these, people thought that they did something with his sister, and the video got uploaded. So they seen him in the store, actually dragged him out of the store, and we could see the graphic video of him getting stabbed up. And actually, to my knowledge, right now, that store has been shut down by city council because actually, when you look at the videotape, the store owner pushed him out instead of help. He could have did a lot. The store owner could have helped in the situation, even though they did have knives, but what was under a lot of scrutiny is the gangs. And this brings up another topic that I gotta write this down. I gotta write this down real quick because we got to talk about this. A gang leader, now, I hope I'm saying this name right, put out a video response and pretty much condemned, those brothers who did what they did. So let me play that real quick. And then we're going to talk about, then I want to get to another thing that I was thinking of also. So here we go.
I'm Trinitario. Trinitario started in the prison system because of abuse. Because Dominicans got tired of being abused. We don't go around abusing people. The way those fuck niggas decided to do that, little boy, that's how they chose to handle shit. They're men. They're gonna meet their maker. I hope them niggas get what's coming to them. I hope them niggas get fucked, raped, killed. I don't give a fuck. I hope them niggas get what's coming to them. But leave that Trinitario shit out. That's how them niggas want it. That shit don't go for a hole, bro. There's blood niggas who's doing good things. There's Crip niggas who's doing good things, and so is Tribus. So that's the way them niggas wanted to react. They will meet their maker, like I said. I'm Trinitario. I don't get down like that. None of my bros either. So leave that shit out the way, bro. Patria, nigga.
All right, so one of the street gangs, one of the members, the Trinitarios, I guess that's how you say the name, released that on YouTube and all around. Even rumored that Cardi B, I don't know how accurate this is or how credible it is, I should say, but I did see a post where somebody said that Cardi B actually endorsed this guy, said he should come to the strip club. Again, I don't know how accurate that is, but anyway, Sam Ant, what do you think about this? Go ahead.
Well, when you think about how gangs were originated, it was right off of these foundations of these principles right here. And I think that what a lot of people in this day and age have forgot is there were a lot of codes and rules involved with these kind of games. You feel me? And it was certain things in place. It was you didn't do certain things without there being certain actions to do. You know what I mean? Like this kind of brutal death. This didn't come unless you really disrespected or killed somebody's mama. This was something brutal. Now, I'm by no means in the gang culture, so I'm not gonna misquote anybody or do anything. But this brother right here was 100% dead on. You know what I mean? You have gangs that they are considered a quote unquote gang, but they're out here policing their community where law enforcement won't. They're taking care of the babies and the children where other people won't. And they get highlighted and the pictures painted that they're out here just gang banging and selling drugs and killing one another when does it happen? Unfortunately, yes, but that's not what the foundation it was built on. And this brother right here is just basically trying to shed light on that, because now we were introduced almost throughout this unfortunate event to a new kind of gang. And now that painted picture is disgusting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he had to come on here, or he felt his responsibility to make note that these brothers were on some rogue shit. I don't know what kind of fuck shit they were on, but this isn't what we represent in our culture and in our gang and as a people. So shout out to him, and I'm glad that he did what he did because it's the damn truth.
Yeah, and let it be noted that even though when you look at your most notorious gangsters or leaders or any of these sets, anything, they all get to a point, especially when they done time, they always try to reverse it. So because a lot of these, the Crips, the Bloods, a lot of these gangs were, like you said, started on, principles. A lot of them, were protected against police brutality to help the neighborhood feed. It started, and a lot of it got corrupted, by some of the actions of the people, and even by the government. We know stories of that. But the reason why I'm saying all that is to say is that I think that was dope that he did make that differentiation, because when you heard about that, that's what people were thinking, that in a negative connotation. Now you put them on the radar. Yeah. And you know what I mean? So, and this actually, leads into this next point. I was kind of thinking about this the other day, and it goes back to 6ix9ine, and then something hit me, and I want to talk to you about it. I'm like, man, now I'm going to ask you this question first. 6ix9ine, he's on record as calling himself a blood, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Now you got in the industry, before I get to you got to understand, you got a lot of affiliations, and some people won't even do certain videos with certain people because of their affiliations, because it might look a certain way. This dude is this. So, this is what it is. Now, 6ix9ine going all around. Now he's blood set. So that means that blood is going to be rocking with 6ix9ine, period. That's just what it is. He's representing the blood set. Right. So now I'm thinking, if there is a bigger plot in the plan, right? He's going to all these places, but let's just say in particular Chicago, right? Well, you got different sets. You got GDs, Vice Lords, and whatever else they got out there in Chicago. You got this blood that comes, that's representing, you know what I mean? That's just what that's just what it is. When not Gang, but Lil Wayne was banging blood set, Blood was riding with Lil Wayne. Some of them call him fake, but it is what it is, right? Is there any chance? The reason why I'm saying is because, like, when 6ix9ine goes there and starts to taunt these people from different sets, now it starts almost like a war now, because it's like, all right, you get these people going back at each other. Now Bloods and GDs wasn't fighting, now they fighting, or Vice Lords and Crips or whatever wasn't fighting, now they fighting. Whatever, however the the classification goes. Is there any chance, man, that that was his point? That was his plot and plan to do, was to get these gangs going at each other.
I think no, I don't. And I'm going to tell you why. X dying really kind of painted a clear picture for me, and kind of just cleared up my suspicions on who 6ix9ine really is. This kid was out there really slick talking, smart. He was going to carry on a persona, and he was going to troll his way to the top. And that's what he did. He didn't really kind of see the error in his ways. He really didn't see the fact that he was going to get himself fucking killed if he continued on the path that he was leading. Once young brother X died, you started seeing a different wave. Now, by no means do I think that he's going to lead a different road from here on out. But the things that you start seeing him now, he's overseas, he's not even in the States. You see him playing soccer. He's doing a funny thing. He's telling me he's about to get out of rap, doing music. It's kind of like 6ix9ine is almost trying to paint a different picture of himself. If he was doing what you are kind of hypothesizing he was doing, the things that we talked about on this podcast could very well be going on with 6ix9ine once he was on the height of his trolling, and you wonder why he was doing the things that he was doing. I don't think he would have stopped. I think now with X dying, I think it would have only kicked up even further.
It's only been a couple of weeks. Really, if you think about it, it's like, he's been on tour for a couple of weeks. I do think that it could, not that I have any proof of it, but I do think that it could be, maybe he might not even be, that might not be his objective, but it could just happen. Where you got this blood now going to disrespect GDs and and what people over here. So now it's like, all right, now you start something. Well, I just think it could happen. Why couldn't it happen?
If he's a pawn in a bigger picture and he's being controlled and told to do these certain things, then absolutely.
Who in their right mind would do that shit? Think about it. Now, who the fuck? Nobody who plays like that.
We're in a different age where kids don't even understand though. Like, motherfucker, crazy. He wasn't out there long. We've seen the video.
He was out there for like 2 seconds, but he went.
Yeah. And he poked at it.
Right.
And now, like you said, we got different conversations now because we got different sets. You don't know what's going on out there because of that little bullshit. But like we said, once this trend over and everything starts, the smoke starts clearing, and he doesn't want to be known by this, and he's on tour or something, and he's caught, God forbid, because he always has to kind of live with these demons. But you see him trying to get away with it. Like you said, it's 4 weeks. It hasn't been that long. Time will tell. We're going to have to revisit this conversation in a month or two and see where this kid is at. And see, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And again, once let it be known, man, that gang leaders, from what I have seen, have always, first and foremost, they're always able to
the reason why they're leaders is because they're able to persuade people. You know what I mean? So, all I'm saying is we got to begin to use that persuasion for the right thing. And him going in there doing that, it could be part of a bigger plan. Because, again, the comment section says a lot, about the kid. And me personally, I think he's just young and dumb, and being used. Probably, maybe, his manager, he's making money. So he's just like, yo, do this. You know what I mean? Like a dumbass nigga, do this.
Yeah.
He just doing it. Everybody knows people like that. They'll do any damn thing.
Yeah, you got a lot of wild motherfuckers in the comment section, but the comment section, let's keep it 100. That's the streets. That's our ears and eyes to the streets.
That's
so
real
when
talk.
We drop shit like that and we start seeing a consensus amount of conversation and they start just kind of having weight, we see a consistency in that. All right, let's start paying attention to that. Read out the wild shit, because there's always wild shit. But y'all the streets, man. Y'all are our direct link. We disseminate information and y'all give us the feedback. So it's a beautiful dichotomy. And like you said, people in the comment section, people in the streets, we hear what they're saying.
Yes, sir. But you're listening to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God and Sam, man. We're going all the way in.